Well, hello there. My name is Willie Lawson. Fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com. I trust that you are doing very well this glorious, glorious, glorious morning. It is Wednesday morning, and it'll be Wednesday when you see it. Uh, and this is, we're going to put this video on a brand new YouTube channel. Now, no, the other YouTube channel is fine except it's got a strike. So you know what we can do? Let's start again. I'm sure YouTube knows who I am, and they aren't going to let me blow up or go big too fast. But I thought, what the heck? I saw the little button that said create channel. Oh, we're going to create a new channel. This channel is FM FBM Morning Report. FBM Morning Report. Fight Back Media Morning Report. And I hope that you will enjoy our content. It'll be similar to the other content, but frankly, I wanted to separate a little bit the content from my other channel. So the best way to do it was just to start a new one. Hell, it's free. It's free. So what the hell? So we figured, what the hell? We'll just go. I'll just go for it and see what happens. We'll go for it. We'll put out there. We'll be able to try things now without any of the legacy videos out there that I don't want to delete. We'll be able to try some new stuff, try some new SEO stuff, learn some stuff. A lot of this, a lot of this for a lot of content creators is just learning stuff, and this gives me sort of a sandbox to play in. Our story today is going to continue with the horrible tragedy that happened at Michigan State University yesterday. There was a shooting that killed 3 people and wounded 5 others. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and the gunman and all the stuff that's around it. So listen, thanks a bunch, buttload for coming in. We appreciate that. A buttload happened to be 64 gallons. By the way, they're looking up. It's real measurement. We really appreciate it. I'll be back right after these messages. Well, hey everybody, my name is Willie Lawson, and you guys know that I do a lot of stuff on the internet. And you may think with what's happening on Twitter and what's happening on Facebook and what happened to Parler that the mainstream social media sources are really trying to rid themselves of conservative voices. And you'd be right. They most certainly are. But you know what? It isn't as bad as you think it is. It's worse. But there are people who are willing to be platformed for free speech. One of those places is freedomforum.website. Freedomforum.website. You can go there and speak your mind. So come join us. Enjoy the freedom. Enjoy the fun. If you are a true blue conservative, small businesses are near and dear to your heart. They are the lifeblood of our life and economy. I believe this, and that's why my florist is not a website or phone number. My florist is Bloomingdale's Flower Shop, Tampa's premier Flower Shop at 11618 North Florida Avenue here in Tampa, Florida, and at 6835 State Road 54 in Newport Richey. Call Christine at 813-933-1942 and at 727-232-6900. She can also be reached on the web at www.bloomingdays.com. One of the things that I get asked most is, where can I get information that is not tainted with liberal bias, especially here in the Tampa Bay area? Well, now I have the answer. tbctampa.com, a website by and for Tampa area conservatives. Tampa's leading conservative voices speak freely at tbctampa.com, and you can too. So join the fun and enjoy the freedom at tbctampa.com. My name is Willie Lawson, and this is the Morning Report. Again, we reported on this yesterday, and so did everybody else. It sort of unfolded at the actually the late evening into the early morning yesterday up in Lansing. Lansing is where MSU is, right? Michigan State. And the school is going to be closed for the next couple of days, probably through the weekend. Anthony McRae is the name of the person, shot and killed 3 people and wounded 5 others, and then shot himself in the head. So we're not going to know why. We're not going to know why. He was in one of the halls there that's open to the public while the school's open, and decided to start shooting people there. We don't know why. I don't know if we're going to find out the dude has some manifesto. We don't know. Nobody knows. But what we're going to talk about a little bit today, and I'd love to hear what you think about it down in the comments there. How long do you think this story is going to go on, or have you even heard about this story in the legacy media? Well, and you're thinking, Willie, it's a shooting on a campus of a major university. Of course, I've heard about it. Well, I asked that for a reason, because normally we'd have some horrible event like this, and the immediate reaction from legacy media is that, of course, the shooter is white. He used an AR-15. He's a white supremacist. He only shot at black and brown people. And then that story would just last, and it would be laid right at the feet, and it would they would try to cover up Republicans and conservatives. This story, a lot like the Chinese New Year story. That was, we had two Asian people, and this one where Anthony McRae is black. I used a handgun, didn't use an AR-15. Just doesn't fit the narrative. It does not fit the narrative that legacy media always, gravitates toward. It doesn't. So the question is it going to last? Does anybody care? For God's sake, 3 people are dead and 5 people are in critical condition and may die. Are we going to dig into the story a little bit? Well, probably not. When CNN talked about this story, they sort of left out the fact that the gunman was black. because suddenly they're colorblind. Oh, we're colorblind. We don't see color. We just see the human, right? Uh, like again, in the separate shootings in California around the Lunar New Year, the two Asian dudes that committed these crimes. Uh, Now we're going to continue to sort of bring you the story because there are some interesting twists, and we promised you that we would. The fact of the matter, the fact that this guy was running around was because of some soft on crime prosecutors. Now, this prosecuting attorney had a policy not to push too hard on gun charges that involve people of color. Now, does this person have a tie to George Soros? Well, of course they do. Um, so he was you know got got caught up on some gun charges in 2019. Had he been charged like anybody else, there's a really good shot. No way to, I mean, no way to predict the future, but a really good shot that this thing that happened last night might not have happened because he would have been locked the hell up. But this particular prosecutor, just sort of, well, black people of color, instead of simply following the law. Now, I don't know how she explains that to the families of the three dead people, maybe possibly even 8 dead people. I don't know how she explains that to them. That'd be tough. Why she didn't just go ham on this dude. Anthony McRae was charged in June of 2019 with illegally carrying a concealed handgun without a permit, but later had those charges dismissed by the office of Ingham County District Attorney Susan Seaman. Sorry. Her office instead let McRae plead guilty to a lesser misdemeanor gun charge, and he served a little more than a year on probation, which ended in May of 2021. He initially faced up to 5 years in prison on the felony charge. 5 years would have, yeah, he'd have been in jail now. And that was from the Detroit News. Seaman retired from the district attorney's office at the start of this year after facing criticism from judges and law enforcement officials that her soft on crime policies. So it isn't just the opinion of us, wild-eyed right wingers, judges and police. In Detroit said, hey, what's up? So she retired. She got out. She resigned. The same year that McRae was released, Ingham County Sheriff Scott Rigglesworth pushed East Lansing City Council to reconsider her internal felony firearm charging policy, which he said did not hold people properly criminally accountable and increase the likelihood of additional gun violence. Seaman made it her office's policy in August of 2021 to drop mandatory prison sentences for felony firearm charges. Huh? She said sentencing enhancements led to dramatic racial inequity and was not in any way linked to the goal that we share in keeping the public safe. Seaman is part of George Soros's vast public safety network. She has participated in international criminal justice reform junkets with other reform-minded prosecutors like Philadelphia's Larry Krasner. We see how that works. Chicago's Kim Fox. We see how that works. Los Angeles' George Gascon. We've seen how that works. Also backed radical San Francisco prosecutor Chelsea Boudin. We've seen how that worked. Ahead of a recall campaign and eventually ousted him from office last year. We also know that McRae was known They were on. He was on our radar. Once again, the shooter was known, and tragedy could have been prevented not through new gun control laws, but by prosecuting attorneys doing their job and enforcing laws that were already in the books, not deciding that there was some sort of racial component to all of this, and just finding the guy guilty of charging him and finding him guilty and putting him in jail for 5 years. Maybe, just maybe, we have life saves. Now, I'm not about locking every person of color up, because this is a person of color. I'm not. I'm all and a number of people who are closest to me, but in this particular instance, the liberal leftist policies, the reform policies, got it wrong. Got it wrong. Don't you think? All right. This has been the morning report for FBM Morning Report, our new channel. We're going to continue to put videos on the other channel. We're going to continue to do that. We are just six, I think six, less than 10 subscribers away from getting half of what we need to start beginning to be in the YouTube partnership. And this channel right now, as I'm watching it now, has 0 subscribers, and we're going to try to build it. We figure that if we can get 3 or 4 subscribers a day for the next little bit, maybe we'll have a chance of somehow getting to the level that we need to get at. All right, to participate and maybe get monetized, maybe, I don't know. Well, what the hell? We'll give it a shot. In any case, until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.